Welcome to the Instructor's channel. This is our weekly video. Today's topic is declaring objectives. Objectives function as a reference point when selecting teaching techniques, instructional aids, and resource materials. So, what do you want learners to learn? How will you know that the instruction has been successful? Declaring objectives is the first step when beginning a planning or revamping an existing course plan. You may want to check also our video on planning a lesson. The link is here on the top right-hand corner. Objectives will also get you thinking into the need of providing training to, let's say, one of the employees in the organization. Whenever there is low performance, supervisors tend to send the employee to a course. However, sometimes the gap between what the employee is already able to do and what he or she is expected to do is not such. Sometimes a simple, honest conversation or some coaching can solve this low performance issue. Many people believe that goals and objectives are actually interchangeable. Well, no, they are not the same, and here is why. Goals are broad, what you want to accomplish. Objectives are specific, what you want to learn. An example of a goal would be learn about the 5 teaching perspectives described by Daniel Pratt. So this is a broad statement. It could refer to the overall course and could apply to many sessions within a course. By the way, teaching techniques was one of our first videos in this channel, so check it out. The link is here on the top right-hand corner. An example of an objective would be, by the end of the session, you will be able to identify at least one adult learning situation well suited to one of the teaching perspectives described by Daniel Pratt. So this is a very specific one for one session. It is observable and measurable in the learner. When declaring objectives, use verbs that do not accept various interpretations. So look at these words, or these verbs actually. Vague verbs are to understand, to know, to appreciate, to have. However, specific verbs would be something like to list, to write, to contrast, to compare. When declaring an objective, we should ask ourselves these 3 questions. In terms of performance, what should the learner be able to do to demonstrate a successful completion of the objective? Conditions, under what circumstances do you want that learner to be able to do it? And the third one, criteria. How do you know how well must be done? What quality or level of performance is required? So let's do a recap. Objectives should be used as tools so that they help us to refine and to express our intent. They help us also to select the teaching techniques and the assessment techniques, and also to communicate transparently with the participants. Another thing is that many objectives are behavioral, so we can actually be specific and measure that behavior. And the last one is use a specific verbs. Sometimes it's better even to go through Bloom's 6 levels of cognitive understanding. We'll talk about that in a future video. But you can Google it and you will find all those verbs useful for declaring objectives. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like it and you subscribe to our channel. You don't want to miss any upcoming content. Also, leave your feedback in the comments. Feel free to suggest a topic for next week's video. Have a great week and see you next Saturday.